Hello, welcome to this informational session on Arizona Public School tax credits presented by Heinfeld Meach. My name is Karin Smith. This session is intended to provide you with a general understanding of the rules and regulations set forth for public schools. These tax credits allow Arizona taxpayers to take a dollar-for-dollar tax credit based on their Arizona tax liability. The current limit is $200 for those who file as single and $400 for those who file a joint return. Arizona Public School tax credits are governed by two key pieces of legislation. Public school tax credits began in calendar year 2003 with the initial establishment of the Arizona Revised Statute, Chapter 43, Section 1089. This has been revised continuously since then, as well as additions were added to the Arizona Revised Statute, Chapter 15, Section 342. Arizona Revised Statute, Chapter 43, Section 1089.01 defines the allowable uses for public school tax credits. It began as a character education and extracurricular program, and has expanded over the years to include standardized test fees, such as PSATs and AP tests, preparation courses for such tests, career and technical education certification assessments, and most recently, beginning July 1st, 2019, CPR class costs for students in grades 9 through 12. This statute also sets other rules that are important to be aware of. The statute requires that the monies collected as a tax credit must be paid directly to the school, not a third party. We'll review this in a little bit more detail shortly. Additionally, because these fees are paid for a tax credit from the Arizona income taxes, a school district may not refund the fees paid as a tax credit. Arizona Revised Statute, Chapter 15, Section 342, the Governing Board Discretionary Powers, specifically Chapter 24, defines the fees that a governing board can assess. Specifically, this statute addresses that a reasonable fee for optional extracurricular activities may be assessed. No fees can be charged for the use of computer or related materials. And the statute further defines an extracurricular activity as something that is optional, non-credit, educational, that supplements the educational program of the school. The Department of Revenue provides two very valuable guides, Publication 707 and Guidelines for Extracurricular Activities Tax Credit Program. Both of these documents are regularly updated as the law changes. Let's begin to define an allowable extracurricular activity. To be eligible as an extracurricular tax credit activity, the following 8 criteria must be met. The activity must be sponsored by the school, it must be for enrolled students, the activity must be optional and non-credit, and the activity must supplement the district's educational program. If a fee is charged, it must be paid directly to the school. If a fee is charged, the fee must have been adopted at a governing board meeting, and if a fee is charged, the governing board must delegate the authority to the principal to waive all or part of the fee should it create an economic hardship for the student. As of August 2016, schools are no longer required to charge a fee if other funds for the activity are available. Tax credit funds can also be used for board-adopted character education programs. These programs must be aligned to the requirements defined in Arizona Revised Statute 15-719. A newer allowable expense includes testing fees paid to a school for tests such as the SAT, the AP test, or the International Baccalaureate test. These fees must be paid to the school, not the testing facility or the agency. Students in career and technical education classes often pay certification fees. These fees paid to the school are an eligible tax credit activity. Any of these fees must be paid to the school, not a third party, not a PTO, and not the testing organization. Tax credits are only eligible for enrolled students. These are defined as those students that generate ADM, average daily membership, for your school, which includes your handicapped preschool students. Tax credits must be received by April 15th of each year, and the taxpayer can decide which calendar year they will claim the credit. The school district records the tax credit based on the actual day in which it was received. The school district reports tax credits it receives and how those monies are spent on two different reports. The Department of Revenue report is based on the calendar year from January 1st to December 31st, and this report is completed for each individual school. The annual financial report is based on the fiscal year from July 1st to June 30th of each year, and this is completed district-wide to record total revenue and total expenses. That's a quick overview of the Arizona Public School Tax Credit Program. If we could provide you any additional information, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to clarify any questions you may have about the program. Thank you.